20. Yeah, it's moving.
Welcome to 20 Minutes Till Pickup. I've just started the timer. This is podcast number. I don't know what number this is going to be. It's going to be a surprise. But welcome. I have my guests with me, David Conolly.
Oh, it's so nice to be here again. Yeah. It's been ages.
You wear that shirt a lot.
I know. Well, it's the only one I've got. You know, it's best to I just take it home, wash it, and then put it back on again.
You wash it. Actually, he doesn't wash it well enough, which is why you're over that side. And this is my other friend, Joe Dungan.
How do you do? We come from a long line of people who've been in prison.
Yeah. It's good to see him out again, isn't it? Yeah. You should wear an orange jumpsuit.
Oh no! I can't. I can't. I wore too much orange. I can't. Orange doesn't sell.
Stripy. Go stripy with one of those
verticals to look thinner. I'll go with that.
Didn't he have suits with arrows on it as well?
That would be good.
Arrows. Suits with arrows. Joe, imagine that going, hi, my name's Joe Dungan.
Yeah, and have little chains with a little ball on it.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, it'd be great.
A minute and a half in, and already we're talking about this.
Yeah.
Who knows what the next 18 minutes will hold?
Wait a minute, how do you know it's 1853?
Yeah.
Smarty.
Yeah, that's why he's Joe Dungan.
Yeah, exactly. Where does the name Dungan come from?
The dictionary.
No, your name. Where does it come from?
No, Dungan is, I'm told it's Irish. I'm told, I went to an Irish fair once, and I went to some booth, and they said, Dungan, your last name, Gan. Gan means war.
So it means finished fighting. Done.
No, actually it's Dungan.
Gun.
We're having war over crap.
Yeah. War over
shit.
Run this by me again.
It's dung. Well, Gan means war, and dung means shit. So I come from a long line of people who fight over shit.
Fight their shit.
Yeah,
so you could be really Joe Shit.
Yeah,
Joe Shit fighting. I don't know.
Joe Shit Fighter.
Joe Shit Fighter.
I'd go with Joe Dungan. I think it's a better name.
Nope, Joe Shit Fighter.
Joe Shit Fighter, ladies and gentlemen.
Coming to a comedy club near you.
I was nearly called David Shit. It's a really because you know in England it's really strict on equity. And I remember the head of the drama school calling me to his office and saying, have you done your name check with equity? And I went, no. Because everyone was just changing their names because they thought, and I thought, I'm going to change my name.
They're called Benedict.
Yeah. I thought, I've got a great name. I'll keep it. And it was a day's where I had to go with like 10p and put it in the, in the old days when you had to make a phone call. And I ring up equity and I go, do you have David Law? And they went, yeah. Oh, no, shit. And they go, do you want another name? I went, oh, shit. And they literally said, there isn't a David Shit if that's what you're asking for.
That could have worked, though.
Oh, it could have been great.
In the punk days.
Yeah.
David Shit.
Could have summed up my career, really.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage. Huh?
What drama school did you go to?
I was at Mount View.
Oh.
Tits and Teeth.
Jazz!
All that jazz!
Is that like the Juilliard of Britain, or
no? It's known for musical theatre. I'm not.
Did you go to drama school?
No, they wouldn't have me. No.
Did you ever think of going to drama school?
Yeah, I thought about it. That was plenty.
Was it during the Fame years? Remember the Fame years?
Oh, yeah.
I really won't remember that, young people, but there was a time
Leroy.
where... Leroy was
It's that kind of podcast, folks.
Even straight men fancied Leroy,
Oh,
right?
I did.
Yes,
Everybody fancied Leroy.
Yeah, everybody.
He was awesome.
He was a great dancer, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. I wasn't sure... Do you know Bruno? You know Bruno?
Bruno with the hair. And they all dance on taxi cabs.
Yeah. But with him, he always reminded me of, the dog Ralph that plays the piano in the Muppets.
Oh, yeah.
He had that same kind of thing, like caring but kind of slightly droopy.
And his dad was a taxi driver, right? And they always used to dance on it. Then he used to get his keyboard out and they'd all dance on his taxi. I remember going to New York and thinking, why aren't they dancing on taxi cabs like they do in Fame?
Yeah, no, I know.
Great.
That with Uber competing with taxi cabs,
Maybe that's what it was.
They need that.
You would
dance on the Ubers.
Never dancing on. Some of those Uber drivers can be quite feisty.
Really?
Do you know they review you as well?
Oh, yeah.
You review them and they review you. I don't know that I like that. I don't like to be judged.
No.
I don't like to be judged.
I don't either. That's why I do stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Right, so I've got some questions.
I feel like we should read the news or something in these classes.
No, look, we've got hey.
This is the nicest mug, by the way. Thank you for letting me use this mug again.
Chesney.
The Chesney Hawks mug.
Yeah.
It's an original.
It's the one and only. Yeah.
We're not getting rid of this.
No. Do you know, I feel like there's something... When I'm feeling a bit... I have the Chesney Hawks
When
mug.
you're feeling a bit what?
A bit...
Yeah.
Like you're not... It's not like you're sick or anything, and it's not even like you're angry, which is it's very occasional for me that because I'm either sick or angry. But like when you're just a bit kind of.
It looks like you're letting one go, just like the sneaky one.
No.
She's not.
No. Do you actually put something in the Chesney Hawks mug?
No, I put coffee in it,
and
then
it'd be weird if you just took the mug out.
I drank it like that, and then also like I have a little drink. Chesney's smiling at me. Chesney's smiling at me.
I've got the United States of America.
Yeah, and I obviously have
Elvis.
I do. Yeah. So got a question here from. Diane Jensen.
She asked a question last time about 6 months ago.
That whore.
Yeah.
No,
she's sorry.
Diane, I am so sorry. I do not know.
Keep the questions coming, Diane. American.
The director gave me a note during the commercial break that I wasn't talking enough.
Yeah. So
the magic of podcasting.
Yeah.
Right,
I'm
so
talking
anyway,
more now.
My best,
lovely day, isn't it?
My best friend.
Love your hair too. I used to have a hairdo just like that.
My best friend Diane Jensen, who is true kith forever, has written a question, and her question is: what is your favourite traditions? Please, do you have any favourite traditions? I've told you about mine, where I like to, when I'm feeling a bit.
Traditions. Yeah, on St. Patrick's Day, I go to the same bar every year.
Oh, you do? What bar?
The Foxfire Room.
That's like. Here.
That's right.
That's close.
Yeah, I don't go to Ireland for St. Patrick's Day.
You go to the Foxfire Room.
Yeah.
Is it true? Because there's meant to be a thing about the Foxfire Room that was the bar that the bar in The Simpsons is based on.
I don't know that. I do know they shot Magnolia there.
They did.
Yeah, and if you look closely, they decorated the walls. It's hilarious. You have to look closely. They put a dartboard over some seats, which I thought was hilarious. Like, who would sit under a dartboard? But that's how they decorate the place.
Especially in the Foxfire Club.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we had a thing about moving here. When we were moving here, we were like freaking out a little bit. Because we were like, oh, it looks like a dark area. And we were staying, at the time we were staying in Studio City. And so, like, because we came from London when we moved here, we thought, well, you can tell what an area is like by its bars. So we went to the Foxfire and we were like, this really does look like a frightening area. It's kind of, because it's quite frightening, And then we went to the bar at Studio City. What's that called? The Starlight or something?
The Starlight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my word! It was like Star Wars. Do you know what I mean? In a bar at Star Wars, it was all
that place.
And
that
place
like, is a waiting room outside of a funeral parlor. That's the last gasp.
Oh, it really is.
Like, just before you go,
it's just a small little space of real estate where there's just enough room for the booze and the alcoholics, and that's it.
And I think there's probably a couple of people in there who've already gone, but nobody's noticed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like they're just sitting there like that with the same drink. Anyway, traditions.
Traditions? Well, I suppose my favourite tradition's like the FA Cup, like FA Cup final day.
I don't know what that means.
It's really difficult to hear because of the time zone, but I always used to like to, because when I was a kid, I used to get up really early to watch the FA Cup final, and the whole country watched it, and apparently the whole world. And here, you have to go to a pub at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Do you do that? You go to a British pub at 6 a.m. to watch it?
I do.
That's great.
Yeah, I do.
Every day.
Were you around for the time when England was good at football? Do you know what I mean?
Was that 66, right?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. And I used to be gutted as a kid because I was always thinking, I was born in 68. Okay, so the first man was on the moon, but I missed England winning the World Cup.
And it'll never happen again either.
I don't think so.
So there you go. My traditions are my Chesney Hawks thing.
Yeah.
Do you get drunk on St. Patrick's Day?
I get my money's worth, yeah.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah.
In the Foxfire, and you watch the FA Cup?
Oh, well, I like the FA Cup.
Do you have any traditions, actually, Mr. Tweddle, apart from the naked cameraman thing?
Yeah, why is he naked back there?
Put your pants
I'm
on.
just more comfortable.
I'll put these on because I can't see anything.
It's
the reason David and I have our pants off, too.
Yeah.
I mean, fair is fair.
I'm sorry.
No, I don't know that I have great traditions. I watch motorcycle racing. Don't really.
I'm so glad we asked him. That's really
that was worth
contributed a lot, didn't it? Yeah, that was
like that's the thing. You keep it. I know what your traditions are.
Oh no.
You like to question my record collection, don't you?
Oh.
You do. Right, so the point is, if you've never seen this before, well done.
Nah.
I'm sorry that you stumbled on it now. But we've been cleaning out the house, and he wants me to get rid of my clutter, and I don't want to get rid of my clutter. And some of the things that he says is clutter is will you stop
I'm
with
just
that?
getting rid of that Cliff Richard picture disc.
That doesn't go. Go, get it off. Get it off.
That's got to go. It's Cliff Richard.
I'm explaining.
He's in a bit of trouble.
So
right?
What's wrong with
anyway,
Cliff Richard?
Well, he's in
excuse
trouble,
me, I'm
isn't he?
explaining.
He's in a bit of trouble right now.
Right. So the point is that I said I've got this very big record collection that's eclectic, as they say. I like a lot of random things, and I have explained to Mr. Tweddle that I am prepared to let some things go.
Cliff Richard.
If people vote them out, or if my guests decide they've got to go. Basically, I will, succumb to the majority, sort of thing. So we have every podcast, a couple of the albums, and here they are this week.
Cliff's gone, right?
Cliff's already gone.
Cliff's on
gone.
the floor.
What do we have here? Oh my.
Oh.
What on earth is this?
Cameo, don't you remember Cameo?
Cameo. Oh,
Word Up.
Word
Remember
Up.
they
Yeah.
had the best cod pieces in the world. They were like around the world, and they had like these big cod pieces.
They had
and
cod
everything. They
pieces?
were
I don't
awesome.
remember that.
You don't?
No.
You would if you were a girl. Man, you would if you were a girl. He was super handsome, yeah.
I can tell.
I think you can't actually throw any U2 away. I think that's an imprisonable.
Wait a minute.
offence.
You want to get rid of U2?
That's mad.
I don't want to get rid of any of them.
No,
You
that's
two,
mad.
right? You can't even give away U2 nowadays. I mean, come on.
No, that's Apple's job.
Yeah. Well, look, this is classic U2. It's like, look how young
Yeah.
they were.
No.
I don't.
I'd hang on to this.
I'd hang on to that. I think there would be. I think he'll probably end up in prison if you throw that one away.
Are you a fan of U2?
Come on, who
Yeah.
isn't?
My U2's terrific. You've got to keep
Well, I used to love that when I was growing up. And people used to about U2 going, I really like the early stuff. And they were like talking about stuff like way back in the late 70s. And now people go, I really like the early stuff. And they're talking about stuff in the 90s. It's like, I've never known a band that can actually stay around for this amount
They've
of
been
time
around,
and
well, the
stay
Rolling
relevant.
Stones. Rolling
Yeah,
Stones.
but to stay that relevant for so long, I think it's incredible.
He does a lot for charity, actually, Bono.
Does a
I
lot
know-
for charity.
He does do a lot for charity. I did one of his charity things in London. They
He's
have
a
that
nice
company.
guy.
Yes, well, I don't know. I've never met him.
I think he's erased the national debt in like 14 countries.
Yeah.
Just from
Yeah.
pocket change.
Yeah.
Just opens up his pocket and just, here you go.
I once heard a rumour that the drummer, I don't know if he's
Like the drummer, he's very handsome.
well,
He's
you know,
super handsome. Come
you
on.
know.
Like, even as a heterosexual man, don't you think that he's super handsome?
It would help if he had a cod piece, but yes.
Yeah.
Well, you're right. But anyway, who doesn't suit a code
But
piece?
apparently,
Me, I don't suit a
he
code
said, like, he didn't believe in him at the start, so he took the income, like, I'll get me YTS, however much money it is a week, and the rest of them said, no, we'll go on a percentage. And then they all became gazillionaires, and he was still on his, like, income. I don't know if that's true.
Oh, bless
Hopefully
him.
they've sorted that out now and gone, here, have a few quid.
He's awfully handsome. I don't know if you can see that, but he's awfully handsome. So, Cameo. Do you remember the Cameo when they did the
I don't
bendy
remember that.
dance? Oh, and the ladies
Oh, I like the way.
around.
What was their song?
Word Up.
Word
Oh,
Up
yeah.
was a big hit.
Word
And
Up.
Candy
Yeah,
was a big
yeah,
hit
yeah.
also.
Oh, I don't remember.
Do you know what? I think you can
Candy
keep it. I think you can keep that one.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Are you on drugs?
No, yeah, a little bit.
Can I ask you, what are your objections to these?
Yeah,
Stop
what's
hammering
that?
the table. There's a
Sorry.
sound issue. Don't do that.
Sorry, I was getting excited because.
Well, I just think in this day and age, you can't even give away U2. So that has to be a contender. And then the Cameo, I mean, I can't even remember them. I mean,
I couldn't remember them, but when I heard Word Up, now I know who they are. Now there's a
Yeah.
context, I'm saying keep it.
But
I was-
also, you not remembering things is really not a qualification for anything. Like, I could ask you what somebody's... If I asked you what Fergus's friend's mother was called, the woman that came round to the house to drop her kid off here, I bet you couldn't even remember that name. See?
I didn't even
Oh,
understand the
one with
question.
the big,
And in fact, we've been married how many years? Exactly. And when is my birthday?
Stop it, we've been married 13 years, and your birthday's sometime in April on the 11th.
Talk amongst yourselves
Do you know,
just for a few minutes.
I have the
guys.
same birthday as Jeremy Clarkson.
Oh, Jeremy Clarkson who's in
Don't mention him!
Jeremy
A
Clarkson.
long time ago, Jeremy Clarkson was in trouble.
He was
Yeah.
ages ago.
What happened again? I don't remember
He
this.
punched a producer. He punched a
Yeah, but-
producer.
or did he
way
just
back.
go,
Way
I'd like to
back.
point out, I think it's very interesting that we talk about decluttering this house, but we're keeping that thing.
Do you know what? Should we do this?
Oh,
do you think
I think it's time. I think
Okay.
it might be time.
Is it going?
This part will be rude. And
Shush!
What?
You're letting...
But there's people listening to this if they don't like.
You could put it...
Who's the fucker then? Who's the fucker then? Polly wants a fucking cracker. Give Polly a fucking cracker now.
I think that's just made this go to a very select few people. This podcast.
For the audio version, that is a parrot, a mechanical parrot.
Yeah.
You're going to put subtitles on the screen for that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's up.
Hey, baby, show us your tit.
So
That'd be a nice
Right.
children's gift.
Yeah.
we keep it turned off. You can't. It's motion activated. And the thing that I like about it is it sort of reminds me of people that I know in Scotland.
What, they just swear a lot?
Well, just
Blue and yellow?
There
Yeah.
are certain people that I know who are absolutely adorable, and you look at them and you're like, oh, aren't you adorable? And then they pull your freaking head off, given half a chance. And so that's why I like the parrot. I like that. I like the Is he in shot there? It probably isn't. I like the contradiction of things. You look really sad for me. You look like I have just, I don't know, told you that I have some incurable disease. Why do you look so sad for me?
No, keep the parrot. Keep the parrot.
How do you feel about it?
I think my opinion of it actually increased once it started talking, which is rare for any creature on Earth.
Oh, come on. Who doesn't love a talking dog? A talking dog? Come on.
Talking dogs freak me out.
What, like, you don't like real life talking animals?
Well, it's a little odd. It's a little disconcerting when an animal that's not a human starts speaking English to you. This, however, is a toy, so...
Yeah.
Other languages? What if it's Mandarin?
Yeah.
You all right?
Well,
Oh, that's fine.
Oh,
All right, okay.
Swahili's another one.
Yeah.
If you have a little animal that speaks Swahili, just walk him right up to me on the leash, as long as it doesn't bite. I'd love to see that.
Can you speak Swahili?
No, that's what animals are for.
Yeah, but,
Little-
but how would you know if the animal was speaking Swahili?
I wouldn't. That's what's so endearing about it.
Do you actually think that animals are speaking Swahili?
No, I've never actually met an animal that speaks Swahili.
How do you know if you don't speak Swahili?
So, a
animals
cat-
could have been talking away to you for ages.
That's Swahili.
It could be. All these years, this poor cat that I had was trying to tell me stuff that I didn't... If only you spoke Swahili, you'd...
It's funny how we impose that thing on our animals, because I think my cats are always talking to me, and they're probably not. They're probably just like meowing, but I almost think they're trying to say things like, oh, Dave, can you get off the sofa and get me some food?
Yeah.
I think that's probably what they would say.
They do have personalities, though, cats.
They do,
yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
both have cats?
I had a cat. My cat died of old age.
Oh.
Can you give us a moment?
Oh, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring the room down. My cat actually died from an overdose of Seconal.
God. How old was your cat?
4. I don't know.
Oh, that's not old age. That's young.
It's a baby.
That's a baby. That's a kitten. You killed a
It
kitten.
wasn't 4. It was like 19. It was
You're
up
just
there.
making up. We can't believe you. No wonder you're Joe Dungan.
Yeah.
You deserve to be in prison, you cat-killing man.
It was probably trying to tell you in
Yeah.
Swahili that it was sick and you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I blame
He said,
myself.
Joe Dungan, let me out of my cage.
I know.
The cat was trying to tell me it had meningitis, but I didn't speak Swahili, and that's why it croaked.
You can go out and get a book on Swahili and learn.
There's no Swahili word for meningitis.
I
do
bet
you
there
know?
is. I
I
bet there
looked.
is.
I don't know.
I bet there's 15 words for meningitis.
Well, that's what's confusing. Which kind of meningitis? Which kind of meningitis?
This
Damn it!
cat was trying to tell you something and you ignored it.
I know how to wait this.
Who's the fucker then?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, killed his cat.
When a mechanical parrot asks you if you're a fucker, the correct answer is yes.
Yeah.
Educational and informative, this podcast.
Oh,
So how many cats do you have?
I've got 3.
Got 3. Do they speak Swahili or?
No, I don't speak cat. I don't know what language they're talking. They talk to each other, mainly about us, I think. They're
What do they say?
Terrible things.
What?
I don't want to repeat it. You know, it's going to be as bad as what that parrot
God
said.
forbid.
They're little.
Let's not drag this podcast into the gutter.
This has been the cleanest podcast ever.
Yeah. This will go
Right, how long we
viral.
got?
Or we'll get a viral.
No way!
Oh no! What?
We've got 45 seconds. Is there
Oh.
anything that you'd like to punt, publish, or protest about?
I no.
Yeah.
Not at this point. What does it
Yeah.
matter?
What about you, David?
Yeah, I'm going on tour. I'm playing in the great towns of America.
Yeah.
Tuwalip.
Where?
Tuwalip.
Tulip.
Tuwalip.
Where's Tuala?
Well, the people in Tuwalip know where it is, don't
Do
they?
they speak Swahili there?
Probably.
Right, so you go to the toilet when you go in there? Actually, I don't know because
Maybe
you may
I've
have
been.
been there.
I've actually been there.
You may have been
I've been.
there.
It was
already.
great, and Medford was fantastic.
Oh, and the records, good news everybody, the records are staying.
Cliff
So that's-
Richard.
Do you have to mention Cliff Richard? Anything you want to say, Mr. Mark Tweddle? Oh, shame!
Saved by
Anyway, gorgeous ones, you have been lovely. This has been 20 minutes till pick up. See you next time. Bye.
That was mad.
It was fun. I think that might be your maddest thing. Oh, so if you want to ask a question, I can't guarantee we'll answer it, but I'll try. You could tweet me a question at Lynn Ferguson, or you can make a comment if you're watching this on the video. And you know what would be awesome? Can you share this? Thanks. All right. Mwah. See you later.